Hey, meow.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question. How do you take a selfie?
Oh, you go like this.
Why aren't you using the back camera? Those are so much better.
Because the front camera has the screen. You can see what you're doing and how you look.
Okay, I'll be right back. And now we're gonna bust out the SYNCO XM4 and see what our first reaction is. Let's go. Check this out.
Oh, what is this? Another screen?
Yeah, maybe. This is the secondary screen that SYNCO came up with to solve exactly the problem that you just talked about. The front camera is usually about 12 megapixel, but the back camera is like 50 megapixel, right? So huge difference. The problem is that you can't see what you're shooting. But SYNCO came up with a solution that's gonna solve this problem for you. All right, Mel, I'm gonna show you how to pair this with your phone right now. It's super easy, it'll take about a minute.
Okay.
So first thing first, you're gonna connect the screen to your Bluetooth. Go under settings, go under Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth settings. So the next thing is you hit the screen mirroring. Yep, the one with 2 screens. And then you'll see SYNCO right here, click on that. Now it's gonna ask you for a password. And just so happen on the back of the screen, on this tiny, tiny little pin, the pin is 1, 2, 3, 4. You have just successfully paired it up. Okay, now open up your camera app. So check this out on the back of the screen now.
Oh,
so you see
I can see you.
So now you're using the much better back camera compared to this like crappy 12 megapixel front facing. See, the beauty is we can actually compose the image rather than guessing whether or not we're actually in the shot or not. And if you have an IG boyfriend or girlfriend, the SYNCO XM4 might be your secret weapon to getting that perfect shot. That looks pretty good. Step back more. Oh, I'm slouching. That's not good. Let me get the rule of third perfect. Okay. Now, no. Go back the other way. You know what? Instead of giving her control over the shutter, I am just gonna take the photo by using this button right here. So now, once I find the right shot, I'm just gonna take that photo. And thanks to this screen, you now have full control over your shots. And if you're bored or if you have kids, you can still use this screen mirroring function and watch Netflix, and then they can look at their Netflix screen and you can look at your phone screen. It's pretty awesome. All right, welcome back to the studio. Now let's take a deep dive into the SYNCO XM4 monitor. There are 5 buttons on this monitor. Starting at the bottom, you have your USB-C charger. You also have the speaker grill right here. This is where the audio comes out. You have your on-off switch. You have 4 buttons on the side. These are all double duty buttons. So there are 2 types of operations, quick press as well as long press and then release. The first one is your camera trigger, as well as it changes the image aspect ratio. It does not change the image that you capture, but it changes what you see on the monitor. Number 2 is your mirroring as well as your rotation. So you can rotate the image that you see on the monitor. Number 3 and number 4 is your brightness and volume toggle. That's basically it. It's powered by a 1300 milliamp battery, and according to the spec sheet, this is supposed to last 3 hours. Now in my testing, I think I get about an hour and a half max on this. Compared to my iPhone screen versus the monitor is a little bit cooler. Now keep in mind, this monitor is so that you can frame yourself, not so much for color accuracy, okay? I just want to point that out. Now in terms of latency, it's about maybe like half a second. In my observation, when I'm using this monitor outdoor, the latency tends to be less. I think there's just less interference compared to using this monitor inside my studio, where it's full of Bluetooth, Wi-Fi connections, all types of interruptions. Not only is this a monitor, you can also use this as a camera trigger. So this first button right here will start and stop recording. So now it started recording. Hello. When to stop recording, press it one more time. That's it. Easy as pie. Let's talk about some of the things that it can improve. So number 1, give me a 1/4" 20 tripod mount somewhere on here. Ideally, one on here, one down here. Give me 3, why not? So if I'm using a gimbal like this, there's no place for me to mount this monitor anywhere because it only relies on Magsafe. If you give me a 1/4" tripod mount, I can attach it to this right here using a magic arm. So I can use this as a separate monitor. How nice would that be? 2, I wish the Magsafe magnet is a little bit stronger. It's good, but it's not the strongest magnet I've seen so far. I do worry if I'm holding the phone wrong, this monitor might pop out. Number 3, I don't know if Synco can do this, but I wish this is a touchscreen. Every single time I look at this screen, I just want to hit record right here, instead of relying on buttons on the side. The buttons do work very well, especially if you're holding onto your phone like this. I have to hold it from the front, where my index finger will rest on the trigger button. So this way I can still stop recording. But every single time I stop recording, it tends to slide, which is a little bit annoying. This monitor is a fingerprint magnet. And I promise you, I washed my hands before making this video. 10 minutes later, as you can see, it's a fingerprint magnet. So Synco is not gonna cost you anything extra, maybe like 25 cents extra, but maybe you can include a glass screen protector. That would be amazing. Phone compatibility. I've tested it with the Galaxy Z Fold 3, Note 20 Ultra, Pixel 7a, and of course my iPhone 15 Pro Max, but for the life of me, I cannot get it to work with my Pixel 7a. Now, it could just be me, or it could be a compatibility issue, but it works very well with the iPhone and the Galaxy ecosystem, just not so much on my Pixel. One last thing about the cons is that the speaker quality is bad, okay?
Now I'm gonna run my butt up to the hill.
You can use this to monitor your audio, but I would not use this speaker to enjoy a show. So at the end of the day, do I recommend this monitor? Answer is yes. Number 1 is the price. This is only coming in at 60 bucks. So a lot of the nitpicky complaints that I have can be forgiven because of the lower price point. Number 2, the XM4 enables me to use the rear camera, which has higher quality with the ability to frame my shots just like I would with a front-facing camera. Last thing I want to do is download some third-party app. This thing is just a Bluetooth connection with screen mirroring, nice and easy. I also really like the Bluetooth remote trigger. This means I can set my phone down and I can walk away, see my framing, and stop recording all at the same time. The SYNCO XM4 might just be the best $60 investment you'll ever spend to improve your image quality.